am the Chronicler. I am here to recount the tales of the greatest adventurers in the realm. Follow us on grand adventures through high magic and grand swordplay. In a world ravaged by monsters, ruled by terror, and fought over by villains, who would dare stand up to them? Lend me your ear, and I shall tell you. Welcome, adventurers. Adventurers in training. Listen closely as we recount the tales of our heroes of old. In our last episode, the heroes found themselves in the grand city of Varesh. Unsure of where to go to next, they search for he who can tell them of the stone. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our fourth episode now of Chronicles of the Lost Realm.
Yay!
Oh God, we're starting to lose track.
On episode 4.
Episode 4. With me today are the grand adventurers of old. We've got Pharun.
Hey, what's up, guys? And I still vote for Stumble Crew.
Stumble Crew.
Billy, that
We'll see.
hard Noel.
That's the tentative name. While we wait to see if we find something better.
Also joining us is Billy, that effing bard Noel.
You're not supposed to let the viewers in on the inside jokes.
Oh, they already know we hate you.
They're just as much a part of this as we are. And finally joining us today, last but certainly not least, Major General Hillman.
Least? Is that a I'm not that sure.
Yeah. You're very much the model of a modern major general.
Can you see my face on audio right now and just shaking my head and holding my forehead?
We call that the Picard maneuver.
Yes. Make it so.
It's honestly surprising that it waited an entire episode for that joke to come out.
Right. All right. So without further ado, we'll just jump right on into this. We'll go head first. I think seems to be the appropriate way.
We'll just stumble into it.
Stumble right on in. And when we last left you guys, you had arrived at the city of Varesh and had taken a look around, kind of surveyed the immediate area, the very large and bustling city. It has stands everywhere with people calling out, get your wares, get this, get that. Hey, you got some extra gold in your pocket? And
all right.
There's also
Actually, yes.
stationary. There's also stationary shops that you can go to as well.
All right, everybody. There are 3 rules to the Bazaar. Rule number 1, don't touch anything. Rule number 2, don't look at anything. And rule number 3, for the love of everything that is sacred, don't fucking break anything.
Hillman, put that down before you break it. We ain't got the money for it.
But I need it.
So much for your rules, Bard.
Hello, sir. I see
like
you have
God
your
bless.
eye on a cockatrice egg.
Why am I not surprised that you're looking at the cockatrice egg?
I don't know what that's meaning.
I assume neither of you two know what a cockatrice is.
Oh,
But it's good for breakfast.
great, Mage, great. Always thinking with your stomach.
Heavy sigh.
Heavy sighing intensifies.
Alrighty. Let's see. Am I gonna need to roll anything to figure out where my friend is?
Well, he's not necessarily a friend. You've heard of the name, and you know that of anybody he would know because he tends to be a collector of information. But he
Okay.
is also a extremely eccentric fellow. So it might take a little bit of investigative work to find him.
So rolling investigation. Lovely. The set of stuff that I don't have a great amount of points in.
Oh, if I were a wizard, I might go to the library. Or a bookstore or a scroll shop.
I mean, you are a wizard.
All right. We should do those things.
An abysmal roll of 4.
Oh, that was horrible.
Let's see if I can find the nearest scroll shop.
If I were a wizard, where would I be?
Well, gee, can anybody
Bar?
join this party?
Sure, you can. I mean, you can ask people. You can just start wandering around aimlessly until you see something. You
Well, I think I'll talk to
pretty much
the.
do whatever.
I think I'll talk to the dude that's wrestling the cockatrice egg out of Hillman's hands here, and I'll investigate him about. Wait a minute. First and foremost, player character knowledge. Who's holding the stone?
Ooh.
That would be me. It's in my pocket.
All right, pull that fucker out.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's not going to go nowhere with us here.
Tentatively pulls. Yeah, you don't know that.
Yeah, I know
Pickpockets
it.
are rampant around here.
Yeah, so are my swords. Good sir, we need somebody to appraise this. We heard there's somebody who's a little eccentric, but very well in knowledge around here, and we'd very much like to talk to him. I can make it worth your while.
What would be this one's name?
Player character
His
knowledge.
name-
Do I know the name? Does any of us know the name?
His name would be Lizban.
Lizban. Okay, Lizban.
Ah, yes, Lizban. Well, what kind of restitution would we be speaking of?
What would the information cost me?
I feel that 10 gold may be restitution enough.
All right, well, again, back to player character knowledge. I have a bag of gold from our dead friend in the last episode. How much gold is in that bag?
That is true. I don't think we ever figured out how much that was.
That's right.
Roll a D100.
You were looking at 70 gold.
I happily pull 10 gold out of that bag.
He takes a bite out of one of the coins. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Lizban lives on the west side of the city, just under a small bridge. He is the last to own a straw hut in the city.
Thank you very much for your time, good sir. And, Mage, put the damn egg down.
I want to see what the baby looks like.
No, trust me, you don't.
Come along, Hagrid.
For the low price of 100 gold, I will sell you this beautiful egg.
Oh,
Seems kind of steep.
yeah, definitely steep.
I bet our friend here could probably get you to sell it for a song.
Oh, I was just thinking of a song, guys. It kind of goes like this.
Not
Okay,
you.
Seriously, guys, you don't
I'll
want
play
to
you
buy
a
this.
song on the harpsichord guy.
And Billy Nolan is just walking away, sighing.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so good when the shoe's on the other foot, huh?
Oh, call that harpsichord guy. It's gonna be huge.
Okay, come on. Thank you for your time, sir.
Anytime you need
For the
information, come back with your gold.
For the last time, Hillman, you don't want a cockatrice.
Fine.
Nasty creatures.
I'll buy you breakfast after we talk to the crazy other crazy mage.
Wait, you know another one?
Unfortunately, I know too many.
There's a recurring theme of crazy and mages.
It's practically their alignment.
Oh, Christ.
You don't know what the training's like. It does stuff to you.
Yeah. Okay, man who stares at goats. Let's go.
How do you know?
All right, so we're walking along to Lizban's hut, straw hut under the bridge.
Guys, you know what else lives under bridges?
For the love of everything sacred, don't say trolls.
It's
Don't say
trolls.
It's trolls.
Oh, maybe it's treasure trolls.
What the hell is a treasure troll?
Oh, that hurt my head. That one broke me. I'm sorry. Okay, back to character. Sorry.
Yeah.
So walking along.
It takes you probably a half hour to an hour of wandering through the city to come across the bridge that he was talking about. And as you approach the hut from the side, all of you hear a guard standing up on top of the bridge speaking to another guard. All of your pointed ears, or slightly pointed ears in some cases, all kind of twitch when you hear him say, "Well, I heard that the Queen's guard, or the Queen's hand, is after the stone."
I look at Billy and make sure he had put that back in his pocket.
I'm thinking maybe you shouldn't have shown that to that guy.
I'm thinking I don't have an issue with it.
I mean, it's not my problem.
Mine either. Worst case scenario, they get the stone and kill the bard. I'm good either way.
22 on a sleight of hand check. That stone is gone.
It's in your prison pouch?
Are we supposed to know about his prism pouch? Because he sounds a little perturbed that you let that out.
So, all of you can roll a perception check to try and eavesdrop on the guard.
Okie dokie. Perception.
Yes!
Plus 3.
What? So a nat 20 from Hillman. An
Yeah.
unnatural 20 from Pharun.
And a 9 from the bar.
And a 9.
He was too impressed with his own sleight of hand.
Guys, I'm really good at this.
Now
Damn.
he was super distracted at the mention of the stone and immediately goes, "Huh, I'm not holding that." What
Damn,
stone?
I'm good. So the two of you that rolled 20s,
Stone.
the guards continue on bantering back and forth. The other, "You're a fool. That stone doesn't exist. Those stories are just things that handmaidens tell the children to scare them." No. I promise. Everything about those stories was true. The demons truly did rule this land. There's marks of them everywhere. I mean, what do you think happened in the city of Grass? Don't talk about Grass. You know that's against the law.
I turn to the bard.
Also, turning to the bard.
What is the lost city of grass? And what are these demons?
Would that be a history check?
It would be.
Here we go. It's probably safer for me to not attempt to feign ignorance around Pharun.
Out of curiosity, does Hillman remember Grass?
7. I don't know shit.
We're not from this world. We don't know anything about it. You and I are confused.
Correct.
Bard looks them dead in the eye, totally serious. Fuck if I know.
Nothing about some city that's forbidden. It's against the law to talk about.
If it's against the law to talk about it, what makes you think I've heard of it?
Nice.
I have this really shiny dagger that I took off the guy that gave you that stone that I'm pretty sure would help you remember if you've heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
Is anybody else concerned less about Gress and I don't know, more about the demons?
Demons are just kind of a thing.
Just
here.
kind of a thing here. They made it more.
They're
They made it sound.
They're myths, legends. Like they don't exist.
Sounds like he was talking about legends.
One thing I've learned in the short years that I've been around is that the legends and myths usually are based in some form of fact. And if any of this ties into that stone, I think we need to know about it.
I have
I agree.
been all over this place. I have never, ever run into any actual demons. Sure, a bunch of flim-flam salesmen shilling a bunch of stuff connected to the demons, but it's all bullshit.
Watch your language. This is a family adventure. Bastard.
None of us can read the language on the stone. What if it is the language of demons?
It's probably just scribbles of some magician sitting in a library too long that his brain rotted.
Pharun suddenly becomes aware of the fact that they're standing out in the open, looks around and says, maybe we should save this discussion for when we get to Lizban.
Fair point.
Yeah, fair.
I heard a roll. I heard a heavy 20-sider.
Metagaming!
I was rolling to see if the guards had high enough perception to overhear you talking. They did not.
Thankfully, they do not. So we just walk on talking about the mage's desire to buy a cockatrice egg.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you don't want one. They're
I mean,
nasty.
what's the worst that
nasty.
could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
It could freaking melt your face off.
Oh, it won't have been the first time.
Why does that not surprise me?
There was this potion I was given when I was injured on my third campaign out. That certainly melted my face off. Metaphorically, of course.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Do you want to know the name of that
You're right.
potion? It was a dwarven spirit.
And
You all arrive at Lizban's shanty, and it looks very much out of place in this modern-ish city. It's made out of straw and mud, and it looks like a little shack.
All right, well, this is your friend, Bard. You knock.
Billy Noel knocks on the door. If there even is a door.
There is a door, and a small rectangular window slides open, and you can see two eyes staring out at you. Yes?
We're looking for Lizban?
Lizban. Interesting. What do you need him for? As he talks to you, one eye kind of drifts one way, the other eye drifts the other way.
We have a thing that we need appraised. Do your eyes always do that?
Do what?
I smack Billy in the back of the head.
Billy's kind of got his arms crossed, pointing in either direction.
Pharun smacks Billy in the back of the head and just whispers manners.
as a fellow wizard, I'd love to meet you.
Well, I am Lizban. You have found me. However, I am not without proper manners. I need a gift. A gift to the host. but not just any gift. I require a gift of the high sea.
I give you a bard. I think he can sing a high C.
I've got this. I reach out and just like crack him in the groin.
Billy smacks Hillman upside the head with his hurdy-gurdy and plays a high C. Boing! How's that for a high C?
Oh, good. You figured it out so much faster than the last ones. He shuts the little window and his door opens up. And you see a extremely gaunt, like half-starved looking gnome with this giant bulbous nose and baggy, just disheveled clothes. Come in.
I turn and whisper to Pharun. See, I told you it was a troll.
That
And Pharun just walks in.
both Pharun and Billy Knoll are face palming right now.
When you enter his small little hut, for lack of a better word, you see that it's basically a 10 by 10 room. It's got a bed and a little chamber pot. There's a desk with some scrolls on it, and that is pretty much it. So what can I help you with?
Billy Knoll seemingly pulls the stone from nowhere and holds it out for Lizban to look at. We need to know what this is.
You might want to wash it off first.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't just insult me, so.
You don't need to pretend. Sorry, go ahead.
You did smell your hand last night.
Oh, wait, what?
from the last episode.
That is true.
Huh? When did I smell my hands?
No, there was a scene in the bar where Pharun says something along the lines of, "Are you sure that's not his hand?"
Yeah.
He says, oh, yes. I've seen those markings.
What do they mean?
I don't know. I've been trying to translate them for a while. Come. I have much information in my closet.
You have a closet?
Oh, yes. He goes
There's
over,
skeletons in there.
moves his bed out of the way, which is nothing more than a straw mat, basically. And you see a very small gnome-sized door. It's probably about 2 feet high. It's got like a slight glimmer to it. And he opens it up and goes inside.
Well, you might have to bend down, but I can get through.
Yeah, you do that, Hillman.
On my way.
We'll just hang back here.
Pharun looks at the bard, kind of shrugs, gets on his hands and knees, and crawls through.
All right, I guess that's what we're doing today. Billy Knoll begrudgingly follows.
Bangs his hurdy-gurdy on the top of the door.
Right.
Whoa.
The king. Bring.
So you enter through the door to find yourselves in a it's the Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion spell.
It's bigger on the inside.
Right, this quote-unquote closet is actually gigantic. It's about 250 feet squared. It's got very high vaulted ceilings. It's furnished and decorated very lavishly. There's like brooms going around sweeping on their own. You see like the unseen servants are carrying books and scrolls and things around to the various rooms. And there is a massive banquet table with enough food to serve 100 people.
Oh, so there's enough for me.
Well, you know what they say, don't judge a book by its cover.
out of character for a second here. All I thought about when you said brooms sweeping themselves was Final Fantasy 1. Press B, select a magic spell?
So he goes over right next to the door and puts his little wizard hat on, and starts heading in farther, grabs a few grapes off of the table. So as you can see, I have 8 rooms, and there's information in all of them regarding just about everything that I know. The trick is, we're going to have to find the room that has those runes.
Uh-huh. And let me guess, you don't remember which room might have it. At all.
I know that it's one of these.
I mean, a 1 in 8 chance isn't bad.
Well, the bigger...
Yeah, but what else is in the rooms?
Well, you know, I grew up in a guild that had a bunch of mages and wizards as well as assassins and rangers. I know that these types of rooms are not always what they appear. What dangers can we expect in these rooms?
There are no dangers. This is my closet. This is where I keep my things. Why would there be dangers?
Do you have valuable things in your closet?
Oh, yes.
Then there's obviously going to be spells or traps.
Oh, no.
One time I accidentally launched a magic missile while trying to put on my trousers.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Damn those little blue pills.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
I broke the wizard. Yes.
There we go. All right, so 2 breaks today. All right, well, Lizban, what's your best guess on which door we should attempt first?
But guys, remember them talking about demons? Maybe he's got information on them.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Before we even begin this, we overheard a conversation about a myth about demons and something about a forbidden city of grass.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What are these things?
That is no myth. No myth at all. The demons absolutely existed. Though I can't prove it. I know they did.
Billy kind of just leans next to Pharun and goes, "He's a freaking crackpot."
You want to be the pot or the kettle?
I know that this city of Gress exists because the queen has forbidden any talk of it for some reason.
And you don't know what
But
that reason is.
I do not, but I may be able to help you in other ways. I know of one who has been there.
And who would this be?
She is a great explorer named Nua. She has traveled far and wide, all the way to the Dragon Isle. She knows this entire land like the back of her hand. She likes to hang out at the Sparrow's Nest Inn. Perhaps after you're done here, you could go find her there.
Oh, it's a lead, at least.
I definitely think we'll check that out. But before we do, how about we get on this stone issue?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Come. Let us find which room it's in.
8 rooms, 1 option. 1 actually has what we need. How do we narrow it down?
Well, first and foremost, let's ask him, what is what we need? What are we looking for in these rooms?
One of these rooms is my library. It has scrolls, books, all of my notes, rumors I've heard, pretty much anything and everything. It has all of my knowledge.
You can't just call dibs on somebody else's house, dude.
All right.
So we're looking for the library.
Yes, I think that would be the best place to start.
Well, how about we just go each of us go to a door and start opening. That'll cut.
Yeah, there have been worse plans.
All right.
For the worst plans, everyone, please check out episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Hey, those plans worked out. We're still here for episode 4.
Just because they worked out doesn't mean they weren't bad.
That's what I was thinking. Sometimes you just gotta take a bad situation and turn it around.
Well, speaking of a bad situation, I got a bad feeling on this. So, Bard, check door number 1. I'll take door number 2. Mage, take door number 3. And Lizban, do the honors of number 4.
Oh, I've never heard of taking a number 4 before.
Billy kind of readies himself to jump out of the way in case things go south, and slowly opens the first door.
Okay. When you open the first door, you see that this is his collection of rare and exotic pets. There are many, many creatures in here in cages of varying sizes. None of them have gotten loose, thankfully. But they're mostly what you would summon with a familiar spell. Find familiars.
Okay. Billy closes the door behind him.
All right.
I found the zoo.
Oh, yes, that's where I left that. I should
right.
probably feed them once in a while.
With a hand on the hilt of his good sword, Pharun slowly opens door number 2.
When you open door number 2, a bunch of clothing falls out. Robes and pants of different kinds. They smell unwashed.
I found the laundry.
Lizban runs over. Oh! Picks up a pair of pants. I've been looking for these.
You might want to wash them.
As he's putting them on.
As Pharun is pushing the clothes back in the door and closing the door.
Billy Noel just shudders.
And while readying a shield spell, Hillman opens the third door.
The third door. When you open up this one, you see that it is a very magnificent bathroom.
Oh, that's a nice tub, Lizban.
He looks in there. Oh, my cauldron.
Oh, you could build many a potions in there.
Indeed.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to use it for a bath ever after.
Gives a whole new meaning to something's brewing.
You could use it once.
Exactly once.
So Lizban goes over to open the fourth door, and he pops that sucker open. Oh yes, here it is. And he heads inside.
All right, I guess we follow.
Following.
It's a rectangular room about 10 feet wide, 15 feet long, lined with bookshelves. There's 2 desks in here that have ink and quills and scrolls everywhere. And there is probably in the realm of 3,000 or so books in this room.
Everybody else is looking around amazed. Pharun looks down at one of his sword hilts and realizes that something is stuck to it. Automatically goes and pulls the feather out of the cap of the bard and uses it to remove a soiled loincloth off of his sword hilt.
That assumes that I have a feather in a cap.
Come on, you're a
Which
bard.
which I don't.
Have you seen you?
I mean, come on. Have you seen yourself?
I am a modern bard, thank you very much. None of that frilly Victorian style shit.
He's so edgy.
I always liked the lace cuffs.
So
Do I look like Shakespeare?
Anybody that is searching for information, please roll a investigation check.
Investigation. I shall do so.
Oh, hopefully this doesn't go as bad as it did the first time.
That is a +4.
I got a 10.
Well,
12. I don't think any of us know what we're looking for.
We are not very good at
Right.
investigating.
That makes it difficult.
Well, wait a minute. What does investigation tie in with? That's intelligence?
Intelligence.
Yeah, I failed that. Wisdom, I had a chance.
I mean, my 20 sider is not being generous. I have a +6 to investigation.
Okay. So you guys are digging through books and random scrolls. It all looks like a whole bunch of gibberish and scribblings of a madman when Lizban finally turns around and says, oh, here it is.
We all stop and look over at him.
Sets a very large book down on the table and kind of blows some dust off of it.
Well, it looks like it hasn't been pulled out in a while.
That's what she said.
Oh!
Took a whole 4 episodes for a "that's what she said" joke.
In case anybody didn't hear it, that was a baseball.
That's right. I feel like it's a missed opportunity that he blows the dust and not one person, and particularly Hillman, sneeze.
Hey, guys, nobody freak out. But I think that kid's the Avatar.
The page that he has it open to has a rather crude sketch of the stone. There's the different runes are written down the side, and there's a lot of question marks. And one of them, next to one of the runes, is written the word "Gress?" question mark.
Gress?
Like the city?
Like the city, yes.
No, I like the letter.
Ah, yes.
This episode sponsored by the letter Gress.
That is the fourth letter in the Lost Realms alphabet.
The first 3 letters, of course, being crap, double crap, and oh god, what are we doing?
Tune in next week for the 5th letter, which is
Followed by R.
Which is the only thing on that list is an actual letter.
Yeah, right. Which for some reason has 15 letters in it.
Yeah.
So he is looking at the page and he goes, "If only I had ever seen the actual stone." This is all based off of things that I've heard through hearsay and talk at the tavern.
Pharun again smacks Billy in the back of the head.
What the hell is that for?
I look at the book and I look at Billy.
What?
I look at the book and I look at Billy.
Hey, Billy. maybe if you let him see the stone.
I gave him the stone already.
No, you pulled it out. You never actually gave it to him.
I held it out for him to look at it.
But he's never had the stone to look at, to actually study it. You still have it in your hand.
Slams the stone down on the table. There!
Shatters.
It's on the fucking table!
It shatters.
It shatters.
Yeah.
By the way, out of character a second, Pharun just wanted to hit you.
I can roll a strength check for it.
It's
Do you really want to?
therapeutic.
Do you really want to do that?
Kind of, because I wanted to see everything go to hell.
I just heard something go off. Did he roll that?
All right, Lizban starts, investigating the stone and looking back and forth, and he looks up at all of you and back down at his book, and so this is interesting.
For everybody wondering, it was a 6.
Oh crap! He actually did it.
This is very interesting. This is not the same stone.
The what?
Okay, you have our curiosity.
It has different markings. They're the same style, but they're different markings altogether.
Do you know anything about these?
I've been studying the old markings for 42 years. And I've only figured out grass, maybe.
Gotta go out again.
It would take me another 42 years to study this stone.
Well, then now what are we supposed to do?
Well, is there any way you could possibly research this stone and figure out what it means?
I could, yes, but it would take some time.
How much time would it take?
I have no idea.
Told
Like I
us
said.
Could be 2 days, could be 42 more years.
Yeah, that's 42 more years that I'm working.
Well, it's not like your career was going anywhere anyway.
Hey, you don't know that.
Look, Justin Bieber.
Ooh. Ooh.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I tell you
I'm a
what,
Canadian kid.
if you leave it with me, I will
Canadian,
study
what does
it.
that mean?
You go find Nua and find a way to wherever the heck Gress is.
Wait. So there's a forbidden city that nobody's even allowed to talk to, and you want us to go there?
How are we supposed to find it?
We got to go find that girl,
At the Sparrow's Nest Inn.
since she apparently has been there before.
Well, I guess we're going to go find some chick.
Well, hold on. Let's parlay a second. Excuse us, Lizban. Come here, you two. How well do you
The man
know?
turns around and begins talking to himself.
I can't be the only one that thinks that this is some kind of a wild goose chase.
I don't think it's a wild goose chase and lower tones. But how well do you know this character? Can we trust leaving this stone with him?
I prefer the stone in his hands than in mine.
Unless, of course, he turns out to be some sort of evil wizard that intends to use its dark magic to take over the realm.
Has anyone ever told you that you're exceedingly paranoid?
Oh. I stick his feather back up his nose.
I keep telling you, I don't wear a feathered hat.
Okay, I don't know where I got the feather from, but it's still going up your nose. What about you, Hillman? You're the one that has the most knowledge about mage stuff. What do you think of this?
I mean, if the Queen's Hand is looking for the stone, they're probably not gonna think to look in Lizban's closet.
Yeah, and if the Queen's Hand is looking for the stone, I want the stone as far away from me as possible.
So I guess we're all in agreement then. Let's go meet this girl. See if we can find the City of
Yes.
Grass and let him see if he can decipher that stone.
No, it's a better idea than standing around waiting to see if Lizban can figure out what the runes mean in less than 42 years.
Well, if I have 42 years left.
God's willing. I mean, yeah, we don't want to wait that long.
So let's go find this new chick.
Nua.
All right,
That's what I
Liz.
said.
I turn around to Lizban. All right, we're gonna trust you with the stone. We're gonna go search out your adventuring friend and see if we can't find a city. Is there anything else you require of us, or any knowledge you want to impart on us before we go?
Live long and do good things.
That is not where I saw that going, but okay.
Not at all. Pharun just
To, and I can't promise to.
Pharun just kind of stares at Lizban.
Is there anything that I could do for you?
I don't know. Is there anything you could do for me?
By me, he means us.
The royal me.
Whatever do you mean?
Rooms, he starts heading out of the library. One of these rooms has a few collections of things that I've picked up over the years from the other merchants. He kind of cracks open a couple doors. Aha! Here we go. And he goes inside, and you hear him rustling around with some things. You hear the sound of like jewelry clinking together and things like that.
What you got there?
Oh, it's in here somewhere. Aha! He returns out of the little closet there, and he has a necklace, he has a ring, and he has a set of bracers. I don't know if these will help you, but these are what I have.
Cool.
It
Billy
is a ring.
kind of examines the ring.
He says it is a ring of protection. These are bracers of archery. And this is my prized possession. It is a necklace of fireballs.
Fireballs.
I can do with some fireballs.
God damn it, not while I got soup in my mouth.
You know, I think you figured out the name for this episode. Prison pouches and fireballs.
That's the last thing we needed to give the wizard fireballs.
Come on, guys.
All right, so I guess I'll take the bracers. I mean, unless you want them, Hillman.
Not much of an archer.
These might help.
These would greatly help that situation.
That's why I'm carrying this crossbow.
Wait, he's got a crossbow?
Yeah, a light crossbow, actually.
Wow.
Zephyr kind of just slips the ring of protection.
Sometimes you run out of spells.
That is
All
true.
right, so I would like to just announce at this moment in time to the players and to anybody listening, yet again, with the rules, we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. I'm not a huge stickler for every single rule in the game. One of the rules that I do not like to follow very well is the attunement rules. The players are going to encounter many magic items over their career, and they are going to be allowed to use all of them.
Unless, of course, they die.
All of the toys.
Well, this is true. But this is very much a throwback to the olden years where you can have a head slot, 2 rings, a necklace, armor, boots, all that good stuff. Not just 2.
Basically, there's house rules to Chronicles of the Lost Realm, and the 2 major rules in Chronicles of the Lost Realm for those listening is number 1, if it's cool, it stays.
Yep, we follow the rule of cool here.
Rule number 2 is if it serves the story, then the rules be damned.
Exactly.
Basically.
The story's first. All right. And now that you all have acquired your magical item,
I put on the
you have
bracers.
come up with a plan. Okay.
I guess we go hit up that Sparrow's Inn something.
Sparrow's Nest Inn.
Sparrow's Nest Inn.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay. You exit out of the closet and out of the little hut there. And no sooner do you exit out the front door that the body of a guard slams into the ground in front of you. Begins bleeding out all over.
This is a strange rain we're having.
It's a raining man. Hallelujah, it's raining men.
What direction did that come from?
A passerby has heard this. From from above.
Oh, look up.
From the bridge. It's one of the guards from earlier.
Perception check?
Certainly.
I was just going to look up.
That's what I was gonna do too.
You look up, and in the moment that you do, you see that there are 4 of the Queen's Hand guards, and they have the other. Oh, look at that.
20 on the perception check. What do I notice about the guard that just fell from the fucking sky?
He has been stabbed directly through the chest.
Beautiful, naked, big-titted women don't just fall from the sky.
Yep, they don't fall from the sky.
Damn, that didn't work.
Did you expect it to?
I was kind of hoping.
When you look up, you see the 4 Queen's Hand guards. One of them has the other guard that you overheard earlier, kind of holding him still, and shoves a javelin straight through his chest. Pulls it out and throws the body over the bridge.
All right, I'm caught in a dilemma here. One, it doesn't seem like they're interested in us. But we just witnessed murder for no reason.
I mean, it could be for insubordination. I've seen harder penalties.
The death penalty for insubordination?
I've seen worse penalties than death.
Well, there was this one time on my 76 campaign. I got mouthy with my superior officer, and he stuck a red hot poker up my rectum.
They bring you back to life to do it again.
No, but seriously, for the party, they're seeing Pharun automatically hands going to the hilt, and just a look in his eye of, like, justice. For lack of a better term. Like, for anybody, non-verbally, everybody in the group should be able to see that Pharun kind of wants to go pay them back in kind.
All right. Billy Knoll is just going to kind of look up at the guards and rolling a persuasion check of do we want to know what they did, or should we mind our own business?
Who are you persuading?
The guards, the Queen's Hand that just killed these guys. Do we want to know, or should we just continue on our way?
The biggest question is, have
you're
they noticed us?
You're persuading them on top of the bridge.
Yes.
So now they know where the hell we are.
Yeah, I was wondering if they had even noticed us yet.
Doesn't matter. 15 on persuasion.
They hadn't noticed you until Billy said something. And now they're all kind of looking down over the bridge at you.
You're welcome.
And they all start to jump over. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
What was initiative? That was +3, okay.
I have a better +2 initiative than the
Damn.
Ranger?
Not as good as I'd hoped.
24.
Good. Since you started this, you started off.
All right. All right. So, our combat order. I was ill prepared and did not grab a writing utensil. Here we go.
He expected us not to pick this fight.
I figured it could go either way, but this was not the way I wanted.
I was kind of hoping that the guards would just tell us to fuck off and that we didn't see anything. And then we could just nod nonchalantly, like, oh yeah, no, we didn't see anything, yeah.
See, I'm not totally convinced that these guards are human. I almost get a feeling like they're golems.
So we got Billy, Hillman, Guard, and Pharun. Okay.
How many of them are there?
There are 4.
Oh, great. Okay.
So,
4 of
Billy.
them.
Billy, what are you
Alright.
doing with your turn?
Well, I'm gonna do Bardic Inspiration on Pharun. Give
Okay.
him the 1d6 die. You, whatever roll you want.
I get a 1d6 to do what now?
It's Bardic Inspiration. You get a 1d6 to apply to whatever roll you want. You can apply it to your 2 attack. You can apply it to damage. It's basically you get a plus whatever you roll with the 1d6 to whatever roll you want to add it to.
Per turn?
No. Once within 10 minutes, you must apply the d6 to a roll. They have to decide to use it before the DM reveals the results of the roll. Once used, the inspiration is lost, and a creature can only have 1 inspiration die at a time. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma mod per long rest. So I can use it 4 times before I have to rest.
Okay.
Okay. And that is a bonus action to do, if I'm not mistaken.
Does not say on my character sheet what kind of action it is used as.
Okay. I am reading right now.
Bear with us, folks.
If I remember correctly, it's a free action.
It's a bonus action, so you can still make your normal combat or spell action.
Okay, cool. And look up some of what my spells do.
I'm gonna roll some of this and some of that.
Uh-oh. He's already making saving throws.
Oh boy. Nope, I am already making roll.
Hang on.
Just to get the ball rolling.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna hit whichever guard is closest to me with Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay. And what is your spell?
Utilizing the feather that
That I stuck up his nose.
Pharun oh so kindly stuck up my nose, because that's actually a component of the spell.
Yes! I was helpful.
Let's see. Creature of your choice that you can see with your range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. Creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected.
Yep. And
okay, let's see. What's the
spell save DC?
Be my spell save DC, which is 14.
14. All right, so you cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and one of the guards, they all kind of look at each other like, what just happened? And one of the guards kind of goes and falls over on the ground laughing. The other 3 kind of look down at him and look back at you.
I didn't do nothing.
All right, Hillman.
Hillman, whipping out his gem rod, casts Charm Person on the nearest guard to him. So if you could roll a Charisma save throw with a DC of 16.
Okie doke, and he failed.
Ooh.
So one of the other guards is now charmed.
Nice.
Starting off heavy with the status effects.
Right.
I figured, like, narrow down the fighting field.
Yep. Make it a little easier for Pharun to stab people.
Oh, I gotta wait though, isn't it? The remaining guards' turns.
Yep, it is the remaining guards' turns, and we'll see who they're going after real quick because I didn't roll that.
Please be me.
I don't know. We already attacked. You haven't yet.
Uncanny dodge! No, sorry, I'm not a rogue.
All right, so one of them comes after Hillman and swings just over your head with that javelin. The other one, however, comes around the other side, flanking Billy. Between, because you got Billy, Hillman, guard, and then another guard runs over to Billy's side. So now it's guard, Billy, Hillman, guard in a straight line. And he shoves the javelin into your side for 6 damage, Billy.
6 damage? What the frick did he roll?
20.
Ugh.
That's how I felt taking on that troll in the second episode. He took out half my hit points in one hit. It's like,
I'm pretty sure you guys are a level above me as well.
Yes, they are.
So I'm not looking so hot.
Oh. I didn't anticipate that. Hold on one second.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So the guard that is charmed takes a swing at the one that went after Billy and missed, and the other one is still laying on the ground laughing his ass. And now we are on to Pharun.
All right. Well, obviously the biggest threat one is I can't believe I'm going to say this is the one attacking Billy. How close is any of them to me?
5. Like all of them are within 5 feet, I would say.
Okay, so it's really no movement to get to them.
No.
5-foot step.
Well, I do have that one thing that you get that got laid on to me, allowing me the ability to basically have 3 attacks as long as one enemy is within my range after I do my double attack.
Right.
So I'm going to go my 2 normal attacks against the one that is going against Billy, with that bonus attack going against the one by Hillman.
Okay.
And so the first attack will be with my +7.
Don't forget about your Bardic Inspiration die.
Yes, my Bardic Inspiration, I want to use that on damage.
All right.
So the +7 sword rolled an 18.
Okay, that's a hit.
All right, the +6 sword, which is also hitting the guy next to Billy, is a 7. That's a miss. Which sword do I use to do the bonus attack?
The +7 one.
Okay, so the +7 again. Towards the bonus attack, that also misses.
All right.
All right, so I do get the D6. Let's see here, D6 +5 for at least 1 hit on the guy near Billy. 9 damage plus whatever my Bardic bonus inspiration was.
So roll the d6.
Yep.
I don't roll it, though. The DM does that, right?
No, you roll it.
Oh. Oh, I thought he rolled it. Okay. My bad.
It's all good.
All right, so tack 3 onto it.
12. Total of 12 damage.
Total of 12 damage. Okay. So you start swinging around and doing your attacks and whatnot. And, you get that one real good connection with that guy, and some actual living creature blood spurts out from the wound.
Oh. They're flesh and blood.
Good to know.
I think I'd care more about that if I didn't just get stabbed.
We'll be fine. We'll stitch it up later.
Back to Billy.
All right. Billy's going to pull out his rapier and stab the guy who just stabbed him.
Okay.
So that is a D20 with a +6 for the attack bonus. That's not going to roll very well. D20 T20 +6. 13.
13.
I feel like that misses.
Yep, that is a miss.
It's not his fault. He just got stabbed. His aim's off.
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
Yeah. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Okay. Hillman.
The guard that was hit by Pharun's
Better sword.
yeah, your better sword. I'm gonna hit that one with a firebolt. Eat this!
It's a what now? You're going to use fireball.
No, firebolt.
Okay, firebolt. Phew.
I don't care how big the room is. I said fireball.
Well, Billy's dead.
Well,
I rolled a 12.
Yep, that's a miss.
Oh, shit.
But luckily, it hits the bridge, so it just kind of fizzles out.
Oh, sorry, tripped.
Little premature.
Okay, so the fella that is laughing, he's still laughing. The one that is charmed swings at the one that is wounded and misses. The one next to Hillman swings. And Hillman, what is your armor class?
Is 14.
That is a miss. He missed you again. And lastly, Billy, what is?
Well,
15.
wait a minute. That one by Billy has 2 targets.
Wait, hang on.
Because I'm there now too.
What does the ring of protection get me?
+1 to your armor class.
Okay, so 16.
Okay, that is a miss. So all of the guards have completely flubbed their turn. Way to go, Queen's Hand. You are amazing.
You're the most well-trained.
I'm impressed so far.
Keep telling yourself that Queen's Hand job.
We're
Should
gonna
be top of the order. So
we're gonna try this again. The one that injured Billy first.
Okay,
That's a 16
that is a hit.
and a 17.
That is also a hit.
Do I still get that back attack too? Or no?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
what did that come from again? I forget.
You told me. You're gonna make me look real quick. Hold on. Where did that come from?
I can pull up your character sheet real quick too. Let's see what we got going. Because I do remember. Don't remember why.
Horde Breaker.
That's what it is. That's right. So that was your ranger. Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage for the first feller.
Okay, but so don't do the bonus roll yet.
Okay, so yeah, you can make your third attack.
Okay, so 20 plus 7. This is the one by Hillman. 13.
Okay.
All right, now the plus 7 swords damage for the first guy is a 10.
All right.
And then plus 4 for the second sword. So a total of 18 on him.
That one falls over, bleeding, kind of writhes on the ground a little bit, and stops moving.
Nice, he's dead. Now, did the third attack hit?
The third attack, which was the 13, right?
Yeah.
It does not hit.
Okay, then I'm done. I killed one.
Good for you.
I saved your ass.
Nice work, Pharun.
Back to Billy.
All right, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Let's
uh,
see.
D8 plus your spellcasting modifier, if I'm not mistaken.
Say again.
I think it's a D8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
D12 if I... Hang on. Cure Wounds. Creature you touch regains hit points equal to 1d12 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Cure Wounds that I'm looking at in the player's handbook says 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
We're doing 5th edition, yeah?
Yep.
Huh. Because I'm on the 5th edition wiki and it's 1d12. Well, we'll go by DM information, so 1d8.
He was hoping to get all the hit points back.
Right.
I mean, who wouldn't?
And my... Whoops. Forgot the slashes for this damn app. And my spell casting is charisma based, so that'll be charisma modifier. Six points back,
Nice.
which puts me back at full health.
Okay.
Oh, he acted like he put a Band-Aid on a boo-boo.
Hillman.
I was gonna stitch that.
As he
Listen,
stabs him.
listen. 6 hit points is a lot when you only have 8.
Oh, shit, is that what your hit points are at?
Yes,
You stay behind me from now on.
I'm only first level with a D8 for hit dice.
Okay, then, well, for DM's knowledge, he's 2 levels behind us.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna try this again.
He'll launch off another firebolt.
Okay.
At your guy, because I killed the other one. Here comes a firebolt.
14.
14. That's a miss.
Ah.
And it does not set his house on
Oh, sorry, Lizban.
A rain cloud magically appears and just automatically puts out the fire on the hay.
So the guard that was on the ground laughing, he finally rolls high enough to stop laughing. He stands up and uses his turn to move as far away from you as possible. He goes down the little, like under the bridge, and then up the side. So he's now got full cover, and that's about 30 feet of movement. So that's as far as he can make it right now. But he is attempting to run. The one who is charmed goes after the other guy that's attacking Hillman.
Help me, my friend.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. He comes over and just jams the javelin as hard as he can into him for 12 damage.
Ooh.
Oof.
A little bit of blood comes out of the guy's mouth, who then attempts to swing back on him. Oh lordy, they're gonna kill each other.
Simo!
And your charmed friend takes 8 damage, as they have now skewered each other.
I actually believe that even though his own party member stabbed him, the spell only lasts until they are attacked.
Right. And now they're both just kind of staring at each other.
Look, what have we
Like-
done?
Why'd you do that?
As much as
I know your family.
Pharun, get that last asshole.
Well, see, I'm tossed because I know I could kill both of these guys right now while they're skewered on each other.
Leave him, we can interrogate him. Get that last guy.
I pull out my hand crossbow and one of those pretty little rainbow darts that I got in the troll cave.
Isn't he under full cover?
He is under full cover.
So I can't get him.
Right.
Unless
You'd
you
have
chase
to-
after him.
Yeah, you'd have to chase after him to get him.
I do so
Okay.
with my sword
It
senses.
only takes you. It only takes you 30 movement, and you can see him. He's like 5 feet away from you. He's
Still have
kind of cowering behind the bridge.
still attack.
Blast him with the crossbow at that point.
Yeah, you can still attack.
Okay, then I'm gonna crossbow him with a purple dart. I have no idea what these colored darts do. So
Experimentation.
So the crossbow is a 20 plus 6 for the hit. 15.
15 is a hit.
All right, 1d6 plus 4 for the damage is a 5 plus whatever that little dart does. I don't know.
Hold on 1 second, and I will tell you.
You said it was a purple dart?
It was the purple dart. I got a rainbow satchel of darts, but I don't know what any of them do.
My money's on poison damage.
Okay, and we're gonna roll this, and he failed. So it is poison. I can tell you that much. But each one of them are a different type of poison that does different things.
Right.
I just
Oh.
gotta figure out where it is.
And I got to take that out of my inventory now, too, because I shot it.
You only got one of each color,
Yeah, I've only got one of each color.
and you don't know how to make more?
I don't even know what they do. I took them off of goblins.
Which I had it all written down in a different notebook.
I hate when that happens.
I've been waiting for the opportunity to even use it.
Right. So I'm trying to read it. Figure it out. Hold on.
Intermission time.
The epic battle continues next time.
Well, you guys aren't wrong because we're past our hour point. We're actually an hour and 17 in because of the battle.
Oh.
We're almost done.
I'm cool with calling it after combat ends, and we can do the interrogation.
Right.
Episode.
I'm almost thinking we should cliffhanger it right here. Like, what's that dart do?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, actually, I'm cool with that too.
So everybody stay tuned for next time to find out what the hell this poison does.
What the fuck the dart does?
So we'll go through and do our little closeout here. Chris, where can they find more of you?
Well, you can find me right here on Chronicles of the Lost Realm playing Pharun Takes On Us, or wherever great quality podcasts are heard under the name of Realm of the Mist Entertainment.
All right, and Billy Knoll, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Chronicles of the Lost Realm playing Billy Knoll, or you can find me every other Friday on Press A Gaming Podcast, and you can also occasionally find me on the Press A Gaming Let's Plays.
All right, and Hillman, is there anywhere else they can find you, or just right here?
Just right here on Chronicles of the Lost Realm, where I play Major General Hillman. Stand by for my inspiring and cautionary tales.
And remember, I'm the Chronicler. At Chronicles of the Lost Realm on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram under Chronicles of the Lost Realm. So look forward to hearing from you next time.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.